Hi, thanks for tuning into Genie Readings, where I channel my genie to answer your questions. Today I'm going to do a video in a different way, so I'm going to cut at this point.
Hi, thanks for watching this video. So this is going to be a reading for AJ, and he's concerned about his relationship. Where is it going? Is the person being faithful? And my show this time is going to be picture-based, like a slideshow. So thanks for, tuning in through my experiments. So we are going to have the cards wrapped in silk. That's the way they're supposed to be kept. So I keep them in silk. And then we're going to come over here to the next card, and we have two archetypes. So let me talk a little bit about archetypes. Archetypes are 22 in the tarot deck, and they are a cycle that we all go through. So everyone will at some point deal with the devil archetype and be fighting temptation. Everyone at some point will be the hangman and be at a stage of waiting. And we know that once you're in a certain archetype, then what the next one will be. And I'm going to go ahead here for a moment and try to find a great picture that illustrates how those archetypes circle around and their order. And it actually does parallel some Kabbalah. Not an expert on it, but I'm just kind of giving you some insight here. So when we look at the two particular cards I have laid out, I am actually showing you her archetype and his archetype. So she is in a stage of temptation and bondage. She's really wanting something and hanging on to it. And it's willful. It's defiant. It's against the flow. So, she's got to let go. He is at a point of waiting. He is the hangman. He's waiting for things to get better. Now, we know that when someone is in the devil archetype, their next archetype will be the tower. So this is just destruction and that loss, but it's not really an ending. It's more the heartache of not getting what you want, and then going through the realization that it's just feeling destroyed, defeated, being the victim, and then having to let go of that. Now, for the hangman, the next archetype is going to be the death, and that is a grieving process. So you'll have some of the anger and the depression, and then the acceptance, and not necessarily victim, but it is, it's an end. And sometimes that's a good thing, endings are beginnings. So coming over here to the next slide, we're going to look at her. So right now she's in bondage. She wants money. She's going to realize that she is seeking a billionaire and that her expectations about prosperity and abundance, that it's not going to be at the level that she's imagining it. She just doesn't realize right now just how much money it takes for her to have that lifestyle that she's attached to. Now, if we look here at the bottom row, these are the cards that actually represent her feelings for the relationship. she has with AJ. When she started the relationship, she put a lot of effort in. And she now has built a lot of memories with AJ. She considers him a dear friend. She probably takes him for granted. She also feels very comfortable and trusts him a lot. She is going to get to the point as she goes into the Tower archetype and she plays that victim and she feels like she's lost everything. She's going to get to a point where she has abundance, but not as much. She's just not going to appreciate it. And, you know, everybody's going to handle the Tower archetype differently. Some people will go in saying, God, thank God I'm surviving all this. Other people will go in and say, you know, I'm still not happy with what I've got. And that's kind of going to be her attitude. No, I'm not happy with what I've got. That's it. You know, she is still going to have that, like, willful child inside of her. Now, for AJ, he's in the Hangman archetype. He's waiting around. And he's going to be going into a grieving process of letting go. He's going to be letting go of the relationship. Now, when he met her, immediately, he was nostalgic. He was seeing a lot of his youth in her. There's a small age difference, but she was really like a long lost friend. Like, he knew that they had a past life connection. A lot of memories and comfort came back to him. He knew her well. He was embracing an old friend. She's currently at that point. He was at that point. Now in their relationship, he's trying to negotiate. He sees it as a lot of work. He is working really hard. He's trying to compromise. He's trying to save, you know, what they've got. And as he goes through the grieving process and he lets go, he's going to say, you know what, I need to spend more money. So we may see him letting go of his credit cards, his purse strings, and he's just going to say, you know, I wasn't rich enough. I didn't spend enough money, and I just need to realize that I have to spend more money. Now, do I advise you to go into the death archetype that way? No. You know, one of the nice things about tarot cards and psychics is, you know, we work on the premise the future is not fixed, but that we can foresee many of these things. And when we can see what's coming, we can prepare ourselves. So we know from psychology, when there is an ending, there's going to be some negotiation back and forth. There's going to be anger. There's going to be depression. And then you're going to be kind of like floating high for a little bit too as you accept the new possibilities. So just make sure you stick with your financial goals. Hey, it's always great to change things up. Sometimes we do need to buy new furniture, new clothes, you know, kind of refresh ourselves and renew our identities. Now I want to go here into this spread to talk a little bit about the past, the present, the future, and also the conscious and unconscious. So if we look here we're going to actually start at the bottom left. We're looking at the Five of Swords, which is defeat. This is the past, and this is the very conscious. So on the very conscious level, in the past, when you met your girlfriend, you were already defeated. You're like, she's out of my league. That's what you thought unconsciously. But if we go up to the left top card, the Queen of Wands, we see an entrepreneur. We see a creative woman. We see a woman who can work some magic. And that is actually what you told people about her. Now, in the middle here with the Knight of Cups, what you implied was, I'm kind of coming in cautiously. I'm not going to be super excited because I don't know that this is going to lead very far. Because, you know, unconsciously you're telling yourself immediately, she's out of my league. Now, if we go into the present, that's the middle row, and we look at the bottom card, the King of Cups, this is what you unconsciously think. You're unconsciously, you've given up on the relationship. You don't think that you're going to be able to really love her anymore. You're not going to be able to be her man. What you are telling people is, you know, maybe I was wrong. She was not my past life connection. She wasn't. I think I was deceived. She's just a witch. She tricked me. And then on the, that's kind of what you're implying. But on the outside, you're very happy. So I think you two have made up. You've made up. You know, you're having good time, fun time together. You know, you're just going to live it like a party. Now, in the future, you are going to end the relationship and you're going to tell people she cheated on you. I have said before, my oracles and my genie tells me she has not. I tried very hard to see what I could. And no, I'm in the future, that will be the conclusion. That is what you're going to tell people. You're going to imply or also suspect that there was alcohol use. That's going to be there at the Seven of Cups. And then unconsciously, you're just going to say, I've just decided to move on. I chose differently. See, whenever I see this Four of Cups, it usually does involve a cheater, somebody who's in an existing relationship and they're trying to decide. I always see that cup with that particular card with cheaters. But it's the reverse. So it's just that unconsciously you she's not your choice. You're just, you know, already currently you're not able to come with your full emotions. You know, if we look at the unconscious row there at the very bottom, I mean, you started out feeling unconsciously defeated. She's out of your league. You're currently at a point where you just can't love her. And in the future, you're going to get to the point where you're just going to decide, enough is enough. I don't trust her. Now, what you have been implying is that, you know, you don't, the past life connections, you were deceived. That's what you're currently implying. In the future, you're going to be kind of implying, you know, I think she drank a lot, doing drugs. You know, she's got these grand ideas about money. She's just kind of crazy. And you will also, that's what you'll be implying about her character and stuff. And in the future, you're going to be saying she's a cheater. Now, currently, I know you're asking for this reading. Very, very heartbroken. But currently, I show that you guys are still kind of having fun. And in the past, you talked about her as the Queen of Wands, an entrepreneur, a very happy woman, creative, delightful. She's got good luck on her side. She's magical. You know, you will get to the point where you are going to end this. You know, you have your own suspicions, your own just, I thought maybe by this reading we might be able to see some of your insecurities, and I wouldn't even say that. It's just that you just can't come there and be her man. You can't find it in you to really truly love her the way you want to. And that's okay. That's okay, because she's looking for a lot of money. She is really bonded and in that state of wanting. And unfortunately, she thinks a man is the solution. So she's gonna get to the point of being defeated. She's going to deal with that defeat by, kind of recognizing a little bit of what she has, but not really appreciating it. And just playing the victim. So it's going to be probably annoying in that regard. And, I also suspect, too, there's a little bit of planetary misalignment and just astrological incompatibility. I didn't do any type of, research on that. I don't know your dates of birth, your astrology signs. You may have given it to me. I don't remember. But I just feel like there's also just a problem with destiny not lining up. So I really appreciate you watching this reading. I hope that you found it valuable and it gives you more trust and, what I've said, because again, like I told you, my genie says she is not cheating on you. You're going to say she is. And her first love is money and her dreams. Yes, that's not very loyal to you, but her first love is not another man. Okay. Well, thank you again for watching this, and I'm finally gonna end it. Thanks, bye. Hi, thanks for watching this video. So this is going to be a reading for AJ, and